Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dragon Quest Dai no Daiboken, or we call Dragon Quest Dies the Adventure of Dai, which is on episode 3. Anyways, this episode right here was actually pretty nice, and it looks like to me things are starting to go a little fast than expected, but the way how I look at it, it's almost like this in the original games, but this one's a little bit way too quick. Now, let's be honest, whoever plays Dragon Quest, and I'm going to repeat this and make references to the game, whoever plays the games will understand how much of a pain in the neck Dragon Quest can really be. Let's all be honest. I played my fair share of games. I told you before, and I'll repeat it again in every other video, and as annoying as it can get, this is what it is. So, let's go. We have to it that Dai was playing with his monster friends, but unfortunately for them, they seem to go berserk, which is really bad. Those of you guys who played the games, you'll know that anytime a Dark Lord appears in the Dragon Quest world, monsters will run berserk. Even Dai's grandfather or grandpa says, if I don't stay focused, I'm going to attack you. You need to get off this island before I can even harm you. Which shows that the Dark Lord's power is that terrifying. His power is like really long reach, and the fact that he could turn all of the monsters who can be peaceful and cooperative with other humans, such as Dai, could turn into monstrosities in a matter of seconds or minutes, or should I say right away. Not only that, we have to it that we get to see two characters, Pops and Avan, showing up to Dai's island after Dai saying, "I'm not going to leave you here, Grandpa," and he ends up showing Dai, and Avan decides to train Dai and gives him an option to go through a special hard course training week, you know? And Dai decides to take it on no problem, while Pops, who forms a small bond with Dai, is actually shocked about this and warns Dai that he may not survive and you might die. But unfortunately for Pops, despite him giving advice to Dai to take on a different training course, Dai decides to accept the deal because he wants to be stronger and help Princess Leona right away. Although, we get to see him training, and although he gets tired, his improvement is really shocking. In terms of when he tried to cut the boulder one day for his first day of training, he couldn't do so. And of course, there's some funny moments where Avan gives him a cheap sword whatsoever, but not before we also get to see him in action and Pops in action. They do fight two gargoyles whatsoever, and Dai summons the power he used in last episode, and that is pretty devastating. He easily kills a gargoyle, you know? And that's when Avan decides to train Dai, and like I said, Dai can't seem to cut the boulder, but eventually after maybe almost the end of the first day or the beginning of the second day of his week hard course training, he managed to actually cut it. Now, I'm pretty sure all you guys might be thinking, no, this is not how it's supposed to work. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. Yeah, it's not supposed how it works, but when it comes to Dragon Quest in the games, it would take much longer to actually get that strong. Or even so, maybe one shot any monster depending on the situation. It's not a joke. I mean, when it comes to Dragon Quest in this anime format, it does show how much training you have to go through and how much hardcore commitment you have to give. And let's all say this right now, Dragon Quest is a freaking grind-up game, dude. We all know that from the beginning we even played the game. I mean, you start off very weak and you struggle so badly because you can't level up fast, but you need commitment and you gotta kill a lot of strong monsters in order to get stronger, you know? That aside, Dai's not much a freaking spellcaster. We all know that. I mean, only when he's in his top powerful form whatsoever that he did in this episode and last week's episode, he is able to cast a powerful spell like that. That aside, he does improve his swordsmanship training with Avan, and Avan decides to teach him some techniques of his own swordsmanship style. He does tell Dai you have to master slicing the earth, slicing the air, and slicing the water in order to use the Avan special cut move, you know? That aside, we have to it that Dai continues his training and he actually mastered the earth slashing technique in the matter of hours or possibly a day or so. Eventually, Avan decided to test Dai even further to a point that you have to fight me with everything you got, because I'm gonna fight you and you're gonna fight me. So use the knife that's given to you by Leona and go all out, okay? And therefore, Alvan ends up transforming into a dragon by using the spell Puff and gets ready to face Dai. And Dai gets really shocked and gets ready to face against his master that's teaching him how to fight. And preview next episode, it looks like to me there's going to be more trouble on the loose. So it's not going to be as simple as it will be, you know? So yeah. Anyways, this episode right here looks very fast-paced. And I can see a lot of people maybe dropping the series because of where it's going right now. To be honest with you, I can understand that. And at the same time, you know, yeah. Anyways, it does do a nice job with Dai's training, you know. And when it comes to heroes who train hard, they tend to level up and be very strong. Let's all be honest. Anyone who plays the game, such as me, like I say, I played Dragon Quest 1, Dragon Quest 2. I played number 3, never had the chance to finish it, but I played number 4, 5, 6, and have yet to play 7, 8, and have yet to finish number 9 and actually even play the most recent one, etc. It's not a joke. When it comes to Dragon Quest, etc., it takes a lot of commitment, grind, and training in order to get stronger, and you have to choose what you want to specialize in. They have yet to even cover that, and once they do, it's going to be very crazy and chaotic, because Dai, he's leveling up pretty fast, and I'm pretty sure everyone doesn't really like that at all. But when it comes to heroes in the Dragon Quest games, you have to be strong. And this Dark Lord that just shows up right now, he's that guy who just shows up or something, especially in the preview of next episode. I'm gonna say right now, he's like a freaking final endgame boss. And of course, it's gonna take a long time for Dai to even reach that certain level, but with the right commitment and training and spirit he has within his soul, he might be able to do it. I mean, he's able to slash a freaking boulder in about less than a day, or let's say a day or so. Later on, he learns how to do an earth slash, and even though he sucks at using spells, he's a good melee combatant, you know? Even Pops was like watching Dai over time and is pretty possibly envious of his growth, you know, or just really curious about Dai. And we all know Dai's a chosen hero. Let's be honest. We saw it in last week's episode. And we just saw it in this episode. That kind of power belongs to a hero who's destined to take on the Dark Lord and defeat him and free everyone from tyranny and fear from the Dark Lord itself. And the fact that shows that the Dark Lord is back in this episode, is that he's turning monsters all to his will and turning them into monstrosities like crazy berserkers, etc. So, I don't know what's really bound to happen with Dai, but he has a long way to go to even get to a certain level. And I think, if I remember correctly, he's going to grow exponentially, just not now. I mean, he may be going through the simple basics of hardcore training that Alvan's giving him, but Dai has a long way to go to actually become a powerful hero. Of course, he's being a hero. He wants to get stronger just to help out Leona, and he pretty much has a infatuation or an affection for her, you know, despite the age gap, I guess. But looking forward to see how Dai will grow. I mean, like, he represents how a hero is in the Dragon Quest world, and it takes a while to get stronger, but the fact that he's doing it quick could be very uneasy and not very great for other people when they're watching it, but I understand why. But, you know, when it comes to Dragon Quest, you know, it's a long trip, so don't know how Dai's going to get through this, but he's going to do a good job, man. I mean, I know it. So, looking forward to the next episode. I love Dragon Quest very much. That's why I'm watching it. And like I said, and telling you guys and repeating myself again, and hopefully I don't be too annoying with that. I played Dragon Quest 1, 2, and then, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have yet to even play 7, 8, or 9 on the 7 and 8 on the 3DS or 2DS. And then, like, started very small at the beginning with number 9, and yeah, have yet to even play the most recent one. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!